you wanted for the finale, but I saw him as a guy who was finally realizing he was human, even though we had gotten there years earlier. And what it meant for him was that now he's saying, I can kind of replace my urges with my dark passenger with my urges for something normal and some family and something that I never thought I could have or would want to have.
Right.
But at the very last second, what they did was they went back to season 1. And in a way, I like how, when we talked about this in a previous podcast, how they were playing with earlier themes in the final season. I like that they brought that back. I don't like that in the end, the decision he made was something that season 1 Dexter would have done. Like, even if the reasons are different for why he did it, even if now he's saying, I'm leaving you because I think I'm bad for you, and that means something to me, it leaves him in a much more depressing place, because now he has ultimately made himself a weird martyr. He's sacrificed, he's punishing himself in a way that if he was truly realizing how human he was, it should have been a catharsis, and it should have been a moment of healing, and it should have been a moment of maybe I can move on and be something else and be better and whatever. And instead it's like, no, I need to punish myself for everything that came before it. And there's a good contingent of the audience that says, yeah, you're a serial killer, you should be punished.
Yeah.
But being punished and punishing yourself is totally different.
Right.
And he was never the kind of character that had a problem with what he did.
And it's fascinating because, after I watched the finale, and to be fair, when I tweeted the WTF,
what was it in response to? Was it to the end?
And that was what I was going to say. I tweeted it after Hannah and Harrison walked away because they cut to black. And I thought that was it.
See, I knew that wasn't it because of the,
And so I was like, that's, in and of itself, first of all,
I love
Showtime?
No.
You have a lot of money. What the freaking hell was with those graphics? I'm sorry. I don't understand that. I was watching that and I'm like,
wait.
For the hurricane graphics?
The hurricane, okay, because that's what I was saying, because a lot of it was blue screen, green screen stuff.
Oh,
a lot
of it was. But those hurricane graphics, I was watching that and I'm thinking, this looks like a very, very cheaply, terribly made.
People were saying Sharknado.
I
didn't think that way.
I was thinking of a version of a sci-fi movie, but I was thinking an uncut version of a sci-fi movie. It wasn't even like a finished thing. I'm like, this is your series finale of one of your signature things. I understand this is not like asking someone to do something super simple and you're creating an entire weather effect.
Well,
if you couldn't do it,
then
tell them you can't do it.
Yeah.
Just tell them you cannot do it. What the hell? Anyways, but no. So when I saw the,
that's the interesting thing, because I mean, Michael was talking a little bit before the finale aired about how he thought the end would be ambiguous for a lot of people, and I almost wonder if they had tinkered with the idea of not ending it with the moment of him in lumberjack mode.
They hadn't. Did you read the post? Because I'll say, one of the things I did last night after I tweeted that and then I saw the ending was I was like, well, I know people got it early. Let me see what the people are saying postmortem. So I read the 2 postmortems. One of them made me want to read things. But basically all of them said that there was no intention.
Yeah, but sometimes they say things because they want to look firm on, you know what I mean? Like,
I also think that if they had been willing to say, you know what, we kind of went back and forth and we debated not putting that in, that still would have been, at least then it would have given, like, benefits. I mean, maybe, that's my thing.
The only reason I say that is because, I mean, there's definitely, I see where the potential for the spinoff is in the way that they left it, but I think
Dexter.
It's Dexter, but it's a very different Dexter.
But it's still,
it's not a Dexter that I would want to watch, because he's so depressing and sad, and forget a shadow of his former self. He's lost himself completely.
Oh, I mean, but the thing is that it's one of those situations where even if the spinoff happens, I don't think there's any way that Michael Hall would be the center of it. I don't think they're actually going to bring. I think it very much leaves it open for that, but I think that there's no way, because in that case, you don't say anything. You don't say anything about spinoff. I feel like if they're going to do a spinoff, you were going to, like, follow Quinn, for instance.